Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sri Banerjee, core faculty for the College of Health Sciences and Public Policy at Walden University and the joint faculty appointment at Ralston University School of Medicine. I wanted to go over, now of course I've been teaching this concept of epidemiology at Extrateral for a long time now, and I wanted to go over some basic concepts that you might see in different places if you're applying for jobs, or even just it might appear on an exam that you might see. So common denominators, maternal mortality rate denominator is usually per 1,000 live births, and infant mortality rate is denominator is per 1,000 live births. I did see that there was an error in some of the places. Usually, sometimes they say per 100,000, but please keep in mind it's per 1,000 live births. Of course, you have a relative risk, and I'm going to go over the whole matrix, but you have a relative risk, typically, which is A over A plus B divided by C plus D. And it's usually, you have A, B, C, D, and then you can A over A plus B, C over C plus D. That's the relative risk. However, you have been given some of the numbers, it might be a bit trickier because you're expecting a set of numbers that you don't see. Please take note of, so in this matrix, there is actually sensitivity, which is referring to the ability of a screening test to correctly identify all screened individuals who have a disease. And I have the sensitivity formula right here. I provided that for your convenience. And also, you might be able to, so that's sensitivity, so I'm going to have that in red. And then specificity down here, I'm going to have in blue. So sensitivity is referring to the ability of a screening test to correctly identify. Specificity refers to the ability of a screening test to identify only non-diseased individuals who do not have the disease. So it says specificity that deals with ruling the negative out, and sensitivity is ruling positive in. So, for instance, sensitivity is the ELISA, and then specificity is Western blot as it pertains to HIV. So I can kind of write that down. ELISA. This is for HIV. And then this is Western blot right here. So this is only for HIV again. I'm just going to write Western and then blot. So there you have it. This is the highly sensitive. So it does a really good job of ruling out. It's just ruling in. It might be more than people actually have the disease. So that's why you need something that is high in specificity to overcome the providing treatment to all individuals. It's important to be specific about that. So going into attributable risk, estimate of impact that a successful preventive program has and what this might have an impact success in. So PAF, population etiologic fraction, is something that is conceptually more difficult to understand because there's subtraction going on, but it makes sense, logical sense. It's the etiology or attributable risk, excessive risk that you have the disease, and how much is it? For instance, let's take an example. So cardiovascular disease. There's a list of effectors. So here the clinical trials are important to understand. The purpose of blinding is for random adjustment and confounding, but you can actually see reducing error that results from the way in which the outcome is assessed. That's another reason. The outcome is not influenced by anything else. It's getting rid of confounding and then reduce error that results from subject's knowledge. So for instance, if you have recall bias or social desirability bias or many of these biases, then you can study clinical trials more.